Some places live in history books, others live in our hearts long before we ever arrive. For as long as I can remember, Pearl Harbor was one of those places for me. Its name carried a weight I couldn't explain, a quiet pull across oceans and decades. Perhaps it was because I was born on December 7th, a date forever etched into history. While the world remembered an event that changed nations, my own story quietly began. For years, Pearl Harbor existed only in photographs, documentaries, and imagination. I pictured the harbor waters, the ships, the faces of young men whose lives were forever altered in a single morning. I wondered what it would feel like to stand there. Then one day I did. The first thing that struck me was not the history, it was the silence. Not an empty silence, but a living one, the kind that asks visitors to listen. The waters shimmered beneath the Hawaiian sun, beautiful and calm, as if they had spent decades learning how to carry both sorrow and peace. Standing above the USS Arizona Memorial, I found myself thinking about time, about how 85 years can pass, yet a single moment can still echo across generations. The harbor is not frozen in the past. It breathes, it remembers, it teaches. As I look out across the water, I thought of the sailors who never came home, young men with plans, families, dreams, and ordinary days ahead of them until history interrupted. Their sacrifice has become part of our collective memory, woven into the story of freedom and resilience. Yet Pearl Harbor is not only a story of loss, it is a story of endurance. The harbor that once witnessed devastation now welcomes visitors from around the world. The same waters that carried smoke and fire now reflect blue skies and passing clouds. There is something profoundly hopeful in that transformation. I arrived carrying years of curiosity. I left carrying something different: gratitude. Gratitude for those who served, gratitude for the privilege of standing where history unfolded, gratitude for the reminder that peace is precious because it is never guaranteed, and perhaps most of all, gratitude for the strange thread that connects a date on a calendar to a lifetime of wondering. December 7th has always been a part of my story. Now Pearl Harbor is too. As I watch the sunlight dance across the harbor, I imagine those who came before us, not trapped in the past, but remembered, not forgotten, but honored. The water keeps their reflections, the memorial keeps their names, and those of us who visit carry their stories forward, long after the cameras are put away, long after the journey home. The harbor remains, quiet, sacred, enduring. A place where history and humanity meet upon the water, and where every visitor leaves with a little more understanding than they brought.